here at night in Los Angeles, and I'm just struggling after a long day of work, so please bear with me. I want to spend not much of your time, but I want to talk about an issue that I think is a very fun issue to talk about, and it pertains to our children, young people. I'm working with a group in the present time from ages pre K all the way to maybe fourth grade. And I see the smiles on their faces and the way that they enjoy themselves in any activity that they're involved in, whether they're drawing, they're playing outside in the playground, they're running, playing tag, all of those games and all of the good things that they enjoy, including eating snack, has helped me in a way to reclaim some of that youthful magic that they've had and I've had back then. And I also began thinking, what is it that we adults have done to our young people? We have, by our own standards, grown up standards, created a world in which there's much division. You can call it racial division, economic division, any type of division out there. We have created for these young people. So when they grow up, they'll be privy to the same old garbage that we are feeding them day in and day out through our media, through our interpersonal conversations, you name it. And they deserve better than that. Really deserve better than that. Let me take you to the mind of a young person. And I think for those of you who are parents, you will kind of get what I'm talking about. A young person goes to school. They go to school to learn, yes, but they're also there to have fun, participate in activities that help them learn a lesson. They'll take maybe a nap for a few minutes or so, sleep well, have a nap, have snack, um, talk to their friends at lunch, or if they have playtime, they'll talk to their friends, go invent games themselves, whether it be tag or other games they going to invent, kickball, you name it. And it's a social setting for young people to really grow and learn not only what we teach them, but also to grow and learn and how to create friendships, to build on them, and not only build on them, but to establish communication and acceptance and attitude and all of that. In fact, that's a society that we adults should be taking notes from because we're doing a poor job of creating a society that's like that today. All I can tell you is that children, young people, are the examples that we should follow. They are blessed, and they're blessed because they have none of the garbage, intellectual otherwise, that we adults feed them. We feed them our prejudice. We feed them our likes and dislikes. We feed them our greed and avarice and everything else that is out there. We also give them love and respect for those of us who practice it. But all I can just say, and in my fervent plea to all of you out there, is that if you have a child in your life, or if you're around children, please love them and respect them and give them the advice they need to move forward. If you see a child that's hurt or a child that's alone and doesn't want to talk to anybody, encourage that child. It's going to hurt for a little while, but it will get better. And you will get better as well. You, as an adult will get better. A child does not want to be alone. I know for that from personal experience. All they want to do is have good friendships and just have fun. And also, if they're in school and they learn something new, that they'll enjoy it. The first piece of putty in their hand, and they're playing with that putty, and they're creating something. That's what they like. They like to invent. They like to create. And talking with young people, really talking with them, really establishing a rapport with them, they they like to enjoy life as much as we do, but they see it through our lens. And we have to see life through the eyes of a child, because once we do that, we see that life can be so much better for all of us, not just for the select few. The one thing I want to impress upon everyone as I begin to close this is that children are not only blessed, but they're leading by example. They teach us, adults, how to relate to another person, regardless of creed, color, background, whatever. They teach us how to share. We share food, we share knowledge, we share time with each other. They also teach us how to become better citizens, because that's the most important. I remember when I was going to school, I would receive a citizenship award because I practiced that in the classroom. And I believe that it's still out there today, but we have to make sure our young people, when they do receive awards like this, continue so that when they grow up to be our age, that they are the respectful, bright young people they should be, regardless of where you come from and regardless of who you are. Once we do that, that's not the full picture, but it's a start. And anytime you give a young man or a young woman or someone else a start, you know that that's pretty much going to be how they're going to grow up. So all I can just tell you as I'm closing right now is that young people are the best example of what we adults should be. And looking through their eyes, we can be much better people as well, by the way we treat each other and definitely by the way we communicate with each other. But all I can just say is that I am so glad to work with the young people that I'm with. And yes, it can be a challenge sometimes, but I appreciate the challenge. All I can just tell you is that, again, if you know a young person in your life or you have a child, make sure you love them the best you can and just let them know they need the encouragement, they need that self-assurance to know that they're going to be all right. And I hope and pray you as an adult will be all right too. So that's all I wanted to share with you. If you like what you've seen, you can click the banner up above and go to the various websites you want to. Or if you like this content, you'd like to see have more, please don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. And if you like this video and other videos, please hit that like button, and that'll be just as good. Now, if you're on another platform watching this, then I would just say, just continue to follow me, and good things will happen as I hopefully produce more content that will be encouraging and uplifting for you all. So, until next time, I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. Please continue to follow or continue to watch. And in closing, take care.